Welcome to Reclaiming the Light. I'm Nova Klein, and my work centers on healing, presence, and reclaiming the light we thought we lost. Take a breath, soften your body, and let this moment meet you where you are. Here, we reclaim our truth, our power, and the pieces of ourselves we thought were lost. Let's begin. Today's quiet reflection is after the silence. There's a strange quiet that settles in when you finally walk away from chaos. At first, it doesn't feel peaceful. It feels unfamiliar, almost eerie. When you've spent months or years living in survival mode, bracing for the next comment, the next shift in tone, the next emotional storm, silence doesn't feel safe. It feels like waiting for the next explosion that isn't coming, waiting for the apology that will never be clear enough, waiting for the person who won't change to suddenly feel like home. But here's the truth. Silence isn't empty. It's space. And space is where you finally meet yourself. After the silence, you start to notice things you couldn't hear before. Your breath, your intuition, your tiredness, your truth. You begin to feel the weight you were carrying, the weight you called normal because you had no other choice. And in that quiet, you start to understand something that you couldn't see when your world was loud. You weren't meant to live in emotional chaos. You weren't meant to shrink, bend, or disappear to keep the peace. After the silence, clarity begins to rise. Slowly, softly, like morning light across a room. You'll start to notice the small moments, the relief in your chest, the steadiness in your body, the way peace shows up without needing permission. And this is the part of healing that no one prepares you for. It doesn't explode. It doesn't announce itself. It just arrives. Not all at once, but piece by piece. In the way your body settles, the way your thoughts soften, the way your spirit begins to trust safety again. The silence that once felt empty becomes the space where you finally hear yourself say, I'm rebuilding. I'm returning. I'm reclaiming my light. And that, my friends, is how healing begins. Not in the noise you left behind, but in the quiet you're brave enough to stay with. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. If today's reflection spoke to your heart, you can explore more of my work, my books, my healing toolkits, and my guided meditations on YouTube at The Vibrational Self. You can also find more resources, blog posts, and offerings on my website at www.fromthismomentsurvivor.com. Wherever you choose to meet me next, I am grateful that you're here. Take care of your heart. I'll meet you in the next light you reclaim.